Greetings all, Shane Bruce, Resto Mod Daisy, and we're here for another episode of can cutting. We've been doing most of our work so far with guns that I've modified, but I got to digging around in the rack and I remembered I had this old war horse that has only had one thing done to it. You're looking at a pre-war Daisy number 111 Model 40, and it's equipped with the fabulous Model 300 Daisy telescopic sight, which is not actually telescopic at all. It does have a glass taking objective, but there are no other elements inside that unit. So basically, it's just a really long, really cool shrouded peep sight. Now, one of the neat things about the gun is that there's a Whiz Wheel adjustment for elevation. So this is very similar to modern air guns, high power guns, PCPs primarily, where you've got this little whiz wheel on the side to adjust your elevation. Well, I've been playing around with it most of the afternoon and have discovered that it does have some function as a can cutter. Matter of fact, at the 18-foot range we shoot at here in the basement, number 5 seems to be the sweet spot. Then, since it's really basically just a long shrouded peep, it's helping me find the target. The little piece of glass in front has enough dirt and distortion in it to make you think you're actually looking through a real scope, but like I said, there's only one piece of glass in it. It's a pretty nice example of an original. It's got LBC engraved in the buttstock, and I'm not sure if that was Louis, Lonnie, or Lefty, but he was proud enough to put his initials in the gun. Like I said, it's a pre-war, and you can tell that because it has no weld marks. It's simply slammed in place. The only thing I've done to the gun is to replace the stock air tube with a Model 25 50 round spring-loaded shot tube because that's the easiest way for me to keep track of how many BBs I'm flinging at these beer cans. The gun does have its original mainspring. It is a leather sealed Daisy. It has its original leather seals, and the original top hat air tube is intact as well. It has a cast iron lever. The imprint is on the left hand side of the stock, and as you can see, the Fred Harmon mark is pretty good, but Red Ryder kind of got bled out a little bit. All in all, I believe it to be an oak stock weapon. This is not poplar. So it's a hardwood stock, and it's a really nice gun. Picked it up off of Daisy Talk, and the whole reason I bought this piece was because it had the 300 scope and a complete mount. And one of the Tomorrow File projects for Resto Mod is to build a replica of this scope and a mount, and we will probably construct the tube in copper and then use steel parts to fabricate the clamp-on front mount and the rear mount that just bolts into the top stock screw. So that's what we're going to be